I'm thrilled to be joined by Greg Canestrari, an American actor in London, known for his work in Lilyhammer on Netflix, known for his work in Tim Burton's Dumbo. Greg, thanks for joining me. I'm thrilled to talk about your new projects today.
Thank you, Brian. It's great to be here.
So I want to speak to you a little bit more about being an American actor in England, in London specifically. Before I get there, I wanted to ask you about the series Lilyhammer. You and I have spoken before about this series. Of course, you appeared on a episode of our podcast here at East Main Media. You know, the series Lilyhammer, which includes you and Steven VanZandt. Tell me a little bit about being Jerry Delucci in that series, and who knows, maybe there'd be a future for Jerry down the road. Tell me a little bit.
Well, I would jump on that immediately. It was shot in Norway, Oslo, and Lilyhammer itself. Season 1, it seems, is the most popular season for whatever reason it may be, but oftentimes it would be the most popular season anyway, because it's got the most gung-ho energy behind it. 2, very good, and 3. But, you know, I think 1, was the strongest. Steve VanZandt was a joy to work with, just grounded, lovely guy, just a fantastic, talented. Just, I got nothing but good things. It was such a great experience. But I mean, things happen in season 1, which in case you haven't seen it, I don't want to give it away. But Jerry probably has a twin brother somewhere in the world. I'm sure of it. You know, I'm sure of it.
You never know.
So, yeah.
And a little background, just so people realize, this is one of the first, if not the first, Netflix-produced originals. Is that correct?
This was the very first. The premiere original programming of Netflix was Lilyhammer. And then I believe House of Cards.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's still, Lilyhammer is still thriving in many countries around the world. So yeah, it's a great program. And yeah, it does have a bit of a cult following. It's got that, you know, it's a spin-off really of the Sopranos.
Right.
You know, and I think people that love the Sopranos will love Lilyhammer. Same type of comedy, rhythms, the vibe.
Tell me about the latest news, which is season 2 of Das Boot. Tell me about the release on that.
Well, that's on Sky Atlantic. It was released on the 9th of June. And because Das Boot originally came from the film in the 80s, and there was season 1, now it's season 2. Nice role in that in episode 8 of the season 2. I'm happy to be involved with it. Great team of creative behind that.
Also on Amazon Prime, you've recently been in a release called Last Town Standing. Tell me about that.
Well, Last Town Standing is produced by and directed by Martin Todt and Martin Todt Media, and he's a fantastic director and producer. He's connected with everybody in Amazon, and he's just very, very talented. And so I connected with him through word of mouth, and a friend of mine, Tim Ahern, who I did Lilyhammer with, has worked a lot with him, and whatever Tim is happy to do, so am I, because I respect him greatly. So we hooked up and we started talking. We were trying to really find a project that we could work on together. So yeah, we found a project called Last Town Standing, and we developed it. And it's a fun little family film. It really is. I'm still the bad guy. Jeez Louise, going on? What's happening there? But it's at least there's no, you know, cursing left and right, and because it's a lighthearted family film, and it's great for the time as well.
Now, speaking of getting away from darker roles, you're involved in a project called Little Birds. Can you tell me about that?
Juno Temple is the lead in that, and I can't say too much right now, but it will be out on Sky Atlantic sometime this year.
So, Greg, tell me what it's like being an American actor in London.
You get to be sort of a bigger fish in a smaller pond, but it's still a pretty big pond here. And a lot of Americans from the States are actually coming here for various reasons, not only professionally, but personally as well. And the competition is still pretty tough. But I've got a great manager, agent, and they really work hard for me.
So, Greg, thanks for taking time to talk with me, and I'm thrilled you're okay over there, and I can't wait to see some of these new projects you got coming out.
Take care, everybody. Be safe.